Hey guys, it's me, Kyrie, here with some Reddit scary stories. Our first story is by upside_alps9040. This story is called This Is Why I Never Stay in My House Alone. Okay, so let me start off by saying that I'm a female 20 years old with a 1-year-old daughter. I moved into my own house shortly after she was born, and ever since then have not been normal, more paranormal. The first week living here, it had an off vibe to it, but nothing that I wasn't used to, as I've experienced paranormal things before. But it all started when my daughter went to stay with her dad. For context, I have hers from Sunday to Wednesday night, and he has her the rest of the week because co-parenting. Anyway, my daughter had gone to her dad's on Wednesday night, and I was cleaning and watching TV in my bedroom when I heard my daughter's toys going off downstairs. So I thought that I must have left one on while I was playing with her earlier that day, but when I went back to check the toy, it was switched off by the main switch and sitting off of the coffee table, but I was so sure that I had left it on the floor. Me being me and thinking that I was just sleep deprived, I forgot that I'd put it on the table and was just hearing things, left the room and went back to my bedroom. Later that night, I woke up because I felt a stinging pain on my leg. I had a huge scratch on my leg, but I put it off as I did in my sleep, and tried to go back to sleep with some difficulty. When I woke up the next day, everything felt somewhat normal. So I called my friend and asked her to come over so that we could do something together that day, and she wasn't working. We went out and came back, and my living room was trashed. My daughter's toys were everywhere, and I know that I cleaned them up because that's why I spent the night before doing. Me and my friend were creeped out, so we came to my room and forgot about it. We were having a few drinks that night, so we were just having fun when my friend went to the toilet and screamed. She came running in saying that the shower had just turned on by itself. We left the house and asked her parents to come and pick us up so we could stay there for the night. I stayed there for the rest of the week until I got my daughter back. Things kept on happening when I was alone for the next few weeks until I realized that the paranormal things only happen when my daughter isn't here. So, now I don't stay here alone unless my daughter is with me. Anyone have any suggestions? This next story is by Ghost_Girl129. It is called Record. I used to work in a record shop in my hometown. It was my first ever job and my last one in that town. There's nothing I remember from that place, except that one evening the door slides open and muddy footsteps walked into the shop. It looked as though it was a young woman, maybe about 23 years old. Her hair dark, dirty black, dripping onto the laminate floor. "Hello, ma'am," I said, as I could feel my body shake. The strange woman didn't reply as her breathing went back to a normal rhythm. She still didn't speak. Looking close to her, I noticed fangs covered in blood in her mouth. She licked her lips, ready to attack me. "Kyle," my boss yelled from behind me as I looked back at him. "What are you staring at?" I looked back to the store. The strange woman was gone. The wire from her dripping hair gone with her. That night always haunts me. No wonder I'm in this hospital. Hey guys, before the next story, why don't you like and subscribe if you like this video? Okay guys, so this last story is by Dungeon Marshall and is called Bring Out the Dead. The sun begins to hide itself beyond the western horizon, and the sun is painted dark orange. Long shadows stretch like clawed hands seeking to clutch and strangle what little light remains. They come. Faces like wax. Eyes, deep pools of black ink. Teeth sharp and bloodstained. They come. They want to feed. The doors are all locked. The shades are all drawn. People in their houses speak not above a whisper. Children lie awake and whimper. Their pills are wet with tears. They tremble but do not make a sound, louder than a squeak. For the things have come, and they want to feed. Street lights flicker and fail as they pass beneath. Shuffling feet, hissing, wheezing, hungering. They must feed. They crave flesh. They thirst for blood. They have come. They drag jagged claws down the people's doors. They slap their gnarled hands on the windows. Those inside huddle together. A wife looks to her husband for reassurance that he cannot give. Hours pass. Midnight. Still they roam. Still they hunger. Still they thirst. Some have found strays. Some have found rats. An appetizer before a feast, perhaps. Through damp grass, they plod. Over cold black roads, they shuffle. The forgotten, the wretched, the cursed, the revenants. The hours pass. A mother in bed with her 2 children. No sleep, no dreams of happy things. Only fear, primal, paralyzing, banging at the windows. It cracks. The mother's eyes are filled with tears. She doesn't scream. Her hands cover the mouths of her children. They mustn't get to the children. They mustn't feed on the children. If only they can survive the night, she'll board the windows. Not the children. And the east, a blood-red slash against the horizon. The night is mortally wounded. Figures with faces like wax return to their crypts. The dawn has come. Hunger and Satan. They'll return at a sunset. They always return at sunset.